Hey, what is going on, Guardians? My name is the Black Link, and we have finally made our way towards the end of the special fall event, the Festival of the Lost. At the time of this recording, that event is going away tomorrow, so if you're someone who's trying to get all the triumphs for that and you still haven't gotten every last one of those masks, well, first off, rest in peace. You're going to be spending the rest of your feasible time within the Haunted Forest. But second off, you've got very little time to get that done, so get to grinding if you still care about it. But with Festival going away, it had me thinking about a lot of things. You know, barring the disappointment that was the start of the murder mystery quest of Master Eyes. We got that whole time gating thing with 3 weeks worth of nonsense that's coming our way. Well, 2 weeks now. But beyond the disappointment of that, Festival of the Lost, I think, has been a pretty good event overall in terms for Destiny 2. I think it's been the best Festival of the Lost we've ever gotten within the Destiny franchise. We legitimately can move away from the old meme of Festival of the Cost. I think the only thing that was really big and worth purchasing within this event was the Pennywise dance. If you wanted to go and spend like $5 to $10 on that, however much it was. That made me happy. I really enjoyed going through, collecting the masks, leveling those things up, and then playing in the Haunted Forest. You guys know how I feel about the Haunted Forest activity on its own. I think it's great. I think it's a fun little way to kind of take your mind off of things where you're just jumping in there for 30 minutes or so, making a couple of runs, finishing up some nightmares, leveling up your masks, and just enjoying being super powerful in this super scary world space. I would love it if they brought that back and revamped it a little bit. Maybe gave it some decent rewards. But now that Festival is going away, we're just a few weeks away from what should be the launch of the next big content release for Destiny 2, the first of the annual pass content drops, Black Armory. Remember, that's supposed to be dropping sometime in December, and if we're following the usual Bungie trend of content, it's probably going to drop in like the first or second week of December, so we're getting really close to when this DLC is supposed to be popping. And like I said, that had me thinking, we're getting into the time frame where we should be seeing some advertisement for Black Armory coming forward. So throughout this month, we're probably going to start learning a lot more about the Black Armory, maybe even starting as early as this week, since Bungie's only got a limited amount of time to start getting that information out there to get people, a little bit more jazzed on dropping $10 for Black Armory when it does come out in December. And so with that in mind, I wanted to talk about what exactly we have to look forward to when it comes to Black Armory. Let's talk a bit about everything we know about the first of the annual pass content releases. So let's swing it on back to a couple months ago. We got this awesome content development roadmap that showed off a little bit of what we're going to be getting with the first drop in the annual pass. As you can see here for content, we're getting access to the Black Armory, which is going to be tied into the story of the namesake of that DLC. We've got the new Forges of the Chain activity, which is speculated to be a brand new horde mode within the game that, based on leaks, is supposed to give you rewards that get better the longer you're able to play it. Very interested in seeing whether or not that winds up being true. We've of course got the first of the new raid layers within Forsaken, new exotics, new legendaries, new triumphs and collections, and of course bonus rewards. And of course, alongside that, we've got a new season starting when Black Armory comes out. Season 5, I do believe. That's when heavy machine guns are going to be returning. We're going to be getting new weapons, new Crucible content. Hopefully that means something like Trials of the Nine or Trials of whatever it's going to be coming back. Iron Banner, gameplay updates, and seasonal ranks. Of course, the event The Dawning is going to be starting in December as well. All of that is supposed to be dropping alongside Black Armory, which is really a lot of content. We're going to need to start getting some looks at that content real soon, so expect a Vidoc or a live stream or something showing off some of the upcoming weapon class changes, the reintroduction of machine guns, and all of that coming soon. But all of this, like I said, I was thinking about all of this really while we were doing the podcast yesterday. We really don't know too much about Black Armory right now, which leads us to speculate about what exactly some of these activities are going to be. Of course, right now there's rumor stacked on top of rumor, as well as some credible leaks about some of the things we're going to be getting with Black Armory. You all have heard the rumors about the Last Word and Icebreaker potentially coming back within this DLC release. And at the very least, between the two of those, the Last Word seems highly likely based on things we've heard. But as we get further into the month of November, we really should start to hear a bit more about the Black Armory in the form of trailers and all that kind of stuff. I'm really excited to see what exactly we're going to be getting within this DLC pack. I'm really excited to learn more about the Forges of the Chain activity. I really want to know what new weapons are going to be brought forward. And when it comes to the subject of like heavy machine guns, I'm really interested in how exactly they're going to be reintroducing that class. Are we only going to get exotic ones? Are we going to have some legendary ones peppered in through the mix? How's their damage going to work? How's their ammo going to work in PvP? That's an entire situation that's going to be interesting to see how Bungie handles it within the new sandbox. I'm really hoping that Bungie takes the time to do a bit of a Vidoc, maybe a live stream ride-along where they explain in detail some of the things that we're going to be getting within the Black Armory. There's so much speculation right now about what's going to be coming back and how things are going to be changing that I would really appreciate it if Bungie were to give us some sort of definitive idea for what is dropping within this first annual pass content release. And hopefully they do it soon, within the next couple of weeks, because the clock is a-ticking towards that content. And that's kind of a question I wanted to throw at you guys. What are you excited to see within Black Armory? I know I'd be really psyched to see the last word come back. I want to know what that big kind of rail sword-looking sniper rifle was. There's rumors that the new raid lair is going to be located in the EDZ, so I'm really interested in seeing where that's going to be set up, if we're going to be getting some sort of new world space within the Earth, or if some of those old leaks and data mines from over a year ago wind up being true right now, in that old patrol zones are going to be coming back, granting us access to classic Destiny spots like the Moon, the Dreadnought, which of course was featured on that pseudo post-credits content release map we got back in the original ending cutscene for Destiny 2. But stuff like that, the Cosmodrome, Venus, all those places are in Destiny 2's audio logs right now. There's audio files for them. So I'm wondering if any of that is going to be starting with the Black Armory Annual Pass. It's stuff that I'm really excited to see. And I want to know what you're excited to see. Do you want to see Bungie hold a ride-along live stream? Just explaining some of the bits of Black Armory? Would you prefer one of their Vidocs, giving you a greater understanding of all the things that are coming with Black Armory? Remember, we might be getting a new weapon tier in Black Weapons. They mentioned that, or at least alluded to that in previous interviews, so that could certainly be something interesting that would be popping up. Be sure to let me know how you Guardians feel. Are you ready to learn more about this DLC pack? I know I am. And hopefully we'll be learning more soon. Now, the last thing I kind of wanted to bring up today is a little bit of a Bungie pat on the back here, in that if you ever doubt that Destiny 2, despite all its flaws, is a pretty popular game, well, doubt no further, because we've got some pretty good sales numbers for Destiny 2 for the month of September, proving that this game with Forsaken is still back at the top of everybody's must-play list. Now, this information is coming to us from SuperData, a Nielsen company that tracks the worldwide sales of digital games. And they had some really interesting information about the top grossing titles of September 2018. Specifically, for digital console sales, Destiny 2 was the #1 highest grossing game for all consoles in September, which is huge. That's huge. Of course, a lot of this has to do with Forsaken and the revamping of the game that we experienced, but I didn't think it would be the #1 top grossing console game for the entire month of September. It beat out absolute juggernauts like Marvel Spider-Man, FIFA 19, and get this, it even made more money for the month of September than Fortnite. Now, that on its own is insane. I know Fortnite is probably waning a little bit in popularity as these battle royales tend to, play themselves out a little bit, but sheesh, Destiny 2, a game that's a year in, with as rough of a launch as it had, beat out every other game on consoles for the month of September. That makes me happy. It means there's a lot of Guardians jumping into the game fresh and a lot of Guardians returning to explore the worlds of Forsaken, and hopefully that trend continues as we move towards Black Armory. There's a massive number of people playing the game right now, and according to SuperData's, sales data, over 60% of all monthly active users on consoles purchased the expansion of Forsaken. 60% of all active users across PlayStation 4 and Xbox One purchased Forsaken. That's a huge market share. And I think it goes to show Bungie that they did a great job with Forsaken and they should keep going in this direction. It's made the game so much better, and as you can see, it's definitely making them some big bucks. I know Daddy Activision's probably super happy about that. But alright Guardians, just wanted to throw that in there. I saw that news story earlier today and it made me super happy. I was really surprised to see Destiny 2 beating out games like Spider-Man and Fortnite and whatnot, so I felt like I had to share it. But alright Guardians, that is it for this one. That's all I've got for you today. I know I rambled on here, but I really want to know what you Guardians are looking forward to as we move towards Black Armory. What specifically do you want to see from that annual pass content? Let me know down in the comment section below. But that's going to be it for this one. If you enjoyed, feel free to drop a like, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest stuff we're putting out. We've also got the new join option for memberships here on YouTube. If you'd like to be a member of my channel, which gets you access to special emotes and special titles, and a few other membership rewards that are tacked on, you can hit the join button that should be underneath this video. Thanks for tuning in and thanks for all the support. But alright, I'm out for now. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.